Not sure what I found. It looks like a missing no tablet. And why are there so many minotaurs in here? What's up, Frost Rose? Welcome back to the arena playthrough. It is currently part 28, and as you can see, we're here in Mournhold, which is where we last left off. And I guess I forgot that we came here at night and didn't rest up or anything. So of course that is going to be a good part of the intro. But yeah, in the last episode, we went and absolutely destroyed Mirkwood. And I mean, absolutely cleaned the place out. Just went straight to the entrance like it was nothing. Honestly, Mirkwood is just one of the easiest dungeons in the entire game. But of course, that aside, rant aside, we are in need of finding ourselves a quick inn to stay in. And of course, it is good to discover some of these runes, but of course we do have to, you know, do a bit of grinding, do a bit of a speed ahead at some point, because we got plenty of plate to sell from the last episode, and we actually got a new amulet. Of course, that's not really a good item, not really what I'm looking for. So yeah, these stuff are going to be sold. We got like 100 potions of restore power, so that's good. But of course, if we can find an inn, we'll be able to rest up and sell our gear. And of course, that's what we're going to have to do before we can actually, you know, make our way to the next area, because we have to locate Dagoth. That's why we're here in Morrowind. So let's go into the Thirsty Golem, shall we? On this cool autumn night, the Thirsty Golem seems especially inviting. You smell apples baking in the kitchen and look forward to your first draught of ale. Ah, now this is home. Here in Mournhold. Here in the... I already forgot the name of the inn. Something Golem. Yeah, one of my favorite inns. I already forget the name, you know? But, you know, just the atmosphere. Definitely a wondrous atmosphere for a Mournhold Inn. Definitely a little different from the Mournhold Inns I'm used to, but hey, architecture changes over the eras, I guess, over the years. But of course, we're gonna have to do a quick speed ahead. We're gonna grab ourselves a room until it's morning time, and then we're going to, you know, sell stuff, and then we're going to ask around town and look for Dagoth. So yeah, I'll catch y'all after a quick speed ahead. Alright, and we're back from the speed ahead. None of the vendors really had anything good. We do have a good bit more gold now, which is a good thing. And of course, as you can see, our inventory is quite cleared up. All we really need is just, you know, another piece of the Staff of Chaos. And the only way we can get our hands on something like that is if we were to, say, find some people. Now, of course, we got some nice local folk of Mournhold. Let's check out how this, what this dumber chick knows. Hey, would you happen to know where, say, Dagoth is? Oh, heavens, last I heard, the Mages Guild was looking somewhere near Ebonheart, or was it in Kraganmore? I'm not sure, but you should probably start your search around there. Ebonheart or Kraganmore? I mean, Ebonheart sounds like a more reasonable place, but of course, we can double check. Man, it is quite Morrowindy in here, you know, just all this fog. I mean, really looks like those Xbox graphics, don't it? Anyways, we should be able to find another Dunmer person somewhere. Maybe. possibly, hopefully, in the great city of Mournhold, the city of light, city of magic, is there literally no one else in here? Like, let's pop a light. Maybe that'll help. Zora Grammy light. That did absolutely nothing. Oh, you love it. You gotta love it. When you can give yourself light and it does nothing. Alright, so you're a red shirt. Would you happen to know where Dagother is? Oh my, the only thing I've heard about Dagother is, come from, traveling from Ebonheart. Maybe you should start there. Ebonheart. So it is 100% Ebonheart. Good to know. So, of course, there is no reason to be in Mournhold, which is the capital city of Morrowind, with places like Aldrune and Balmora, you know. Nothing else these places could be whatsoever. And of course, here in Ebonheart, which is, you know, a little off the island where Ebonheart would usually be, you know, we're a little far away from where Vivec would be, is right over here, the city-state of Ebonheart in the Mournhold province. The date is Turdus 17th of Heartfire in the year 3391. Based on the current weather, it will take 6 days to travel here. The total distance is 340 kilometers. You should arrive by the 23rd of Hearthfire in the year 3391. You know, it's crazy to think that the Eternal Champion has taken 10 years to take this journey, yet we're doing it in 1 year. You have arrived in the city-state of Ebonheart in Mournhold province. The date is Turnus 24th of Hearthfire in the year 3391. It took 6 days to reach your goal. You enter the Ebonheart, also known as the Black City. To the north, you can see the red-orange glow of Dagother, the fire cone of the Black Isle. The city's ruler has a reputation of being extremely ruthless. And of course, it is dark as can be in here. So of course, we're going to need a light and we're going to need an inn. Because of course, we always arrive at night. Also, it said, oh, hello there. I was not expecting to see someone already, and I'm sorry, but you had only leather armor, really? You know, I'm not even going to loot you. You're just a mere thief. Like, what am I going to get off of you? Just leather? Like, seriously. Now, it said, I can actually see the orange glow of, there it is. Dagother is right there in that mountain. And you can actually see this slight golden aura. Like, there's, right where I'm hovering, there's like a little bit of a golden spot. I wonder if that's meant to be like a dormant ruin, you know? Like, I wonder if that's the dormant ruin that you, find normally. And, are you kidding me? No, I do not want to fight you. I'm going to take your gold now, and just run away. Just take a rogue's gold. You're getting mugged. No, you are. Are you kidding me? You know what? You know what? Fall's wrath. That's what you deserve. We damaged ourselves more than anything. And of course, we do need to pop in Azura's Cure so we can actually move. We are going to need to actually heal up. So of course, we're going to hop into this tavern. On the cool autumn's night, the howling crow's nest seems especially inviting. You smell apples baking in the kitchen and look forward to your first draught of ale. How many inns in Morrowind just have freaking apples cooking? Like, seriously. Makes no sense. You know what? We're going to get a room for like 3 days, just so we can actually, rest up. 30 gold? Yeah, screw it. Reason why I say that is quite simple. We're going to rest until healed. It's going to be 7 hours. we're now going to cast Armor of Mafala, so we can at least, have her health back. 5 hours pass. It's 5 in the afternoon. If we camp, say, not 12, but 15 hours, that should put us into 8 in the morning. And that should have been like almost 2 days and a few hours. So of course, oh shoot, we're somewhere else. There we go. This should be the exit. There we go. Are you kidding me? And there's a snake tamer. So tell you what, we're going to save here, and we're going to ask the snake tamer here, this random snake tamer, I guess it would be an adder tamer, ask him about Dagothur. Many have journeyed to the mountain in search of the great treasure, but few have been heard. Usually keep records of these things. Okay, so I heard stuff of the Mages Guild, but now I'm also hearing stuff of the Palace, so of course, let's, double make sure by checking with you. Oh, well, it was rumored that the dwarves built a secret opening to the Mount of Dagothur. Now any knowledge of it that is lost, unless the Palace kept records. You may wish to go and inquire there. So of course we need to check to the palace, and I do like how the dwarves, of the lore, even all the way back in Arena, were the ones that built Dagothur, and in the lore that's actually what happened. Dagothur was built by dwarves, and then Dagothur, resided in Dagothur after no longer being himself and getting corrupted into being Dagothur. I'm going to say Dagothur a lot in this episode, I feel like. Now, we're going to, of course, need to head south so we can go to the palace, and let's see what we can find about Dagothur, because, of course, we're going to need to be able to get there, and we're going to need to be able to actually acquire this piece if we want to hope at actually defeating the mighty Chadar Tharn, because, of course, he is getting rather, peeved off at us for just getting all these staff pieces. So what's one more staff piece, What's an incredibly angry battle mage with ancient prowess possibly going to do to an incredibly ancient battle mage like ourselves? Like, seriously. Like, we're basically just a Telvanni warlord at this point with our level 18 self. And now we're just going to walk into the palace and see what's good. As you enter the audience chamber of the King of Ebenhot, you feel the autumn chill from the outside is actually intensified within. The thick furs and darkly beautiful ornaments that decorate the walls make you feel as if you're being watched. King Cassick looks up from the conference he is having with the Council of Elders. So from Queen Blubomka all the way to King Cassick, here we are at the final hall to speak to the final lord, to get the final quest. Hail, King! We need your services. My name is King Cassick, and I have heard that you seek Dagothur. Pretty mad fellow, if you ask me. The legendary name of the Dwarven people. Perhaps we can help one another. I have in my possession the Anvil of Mythos, greatest of the Dwarven blacksmiths. Only one object was strong enough not to shatter when used to shape metal upon the anvil, the hammer of Garin. It is said that the ring of the hammer upon the anvil speaks to the user, telling him the entrance of the Mount of Dagother, with the raw metals present within the mountain. My blacksmiths will be able to fashion the finest weapons and armor in the realm. Recover the hammer for me. It was supposedly lost in the dungeon known as the Black Gate. Similar to the Ghost Gate, but not really. I will show you where this dungeon can be found. You will be rewarded for this deed with the location of the entrance to Dagother. You can then journey there and explore it to your heart's content. Do you agree? Sorry, but that's gonna be in the... Alright, I'll do it. It's the last chance I can have that joke, so yeah. You do me a great service, Sendardreth. One that I nor my people will easily forget. Come here. Come. Here's the location of the Black Gate. King Cassock inscribes the location of the Black Gate, home of the Hammer of Garn, onto your map. Alright. Now we know where the Black Gate is. You know, I wonder if Tamriel Rebuilt actually has the Black Gate somewhere. You know, because there's all these lesser dungeons you get to go to before the greater dungeons, and I almost never see the lesser dungeons really being reused. Like, look, Blackgate is right here next to Mournhold. Where is mention of Blackgate in Morrowind when you're doing the frickin' DLC? Like, when you're doing the Mournhold DLC, is there any mention of Blackgate? And I mean, it would have been hilarious if Blackgate was, like, located right here, where the stream is, where, you know, right where Ghostgate would be. Like, just if Blackgate became Ghostgate, that would be hilarious. But no, Blackgate is its own location. And, I mean, it's a special place. Blackgate in the Morrowind province. The date is Fritis, 25th of Heart's Fire in the year 391. Based on the current weather, it will take 5 days to travel here. The total distance is 340 kilometers. You should arrive by Midis 30th of Heart's Fire in the year 391. Like, you see, Blackgate seems like just such a nice place. I would like to see Blackgate and other of the lesser dungeons being explored in other games, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's go to Blackgate. Of course, it's going to be quite dark in here. I'm going to drop a 2 save. We're going to do our full buff routine, so of course we're going to need to open up a light so we can actually see. Ready our weapon. We're going to make sure we get Malfala's Spell Eater, Zura's Mirror, Zura's Blessing, and you know, let's venture onwards. If we find oh, now, what? Like, seriously, the very entrance of Blackgate, what's the first enemies I find? Rats. Like, literally level 1 enemies. Is this going to be a hand-holding dungeon? I don't want to... Ooh! Never mind, I found 2 stone golems. Okay, I'm satisfied again. I was about to say, I would hate if this dungeon is just about to hold my hand like 24/7. That would be annoying. Like, honestly. That would have annoyed the crap out of me if this was another one of those easy dungeons, you know? Because, you know, Blackgate is right near the end of the game. It's literally this dungeon, the next, and then the next. You know, like, there's only 3 dungeons left, including this one. You know, it has to be a bang. Has to be. there's no way it can be anything other than a banger, you know? And I mean, I'm already liking this beginning layout. It's definitely it's reminding me of the first minor dungeon. I think it was called Stonekeep in Hammerfell. It's reminding me a little bit of that, but it's like a little more labyrinthian. You know what I mean? It's a little more open. Has more space, more treasure. Look at that. Play curse. Yeah, I'm taking that and adding that to my arsenal. Ooh. These guys are always fun to mess with because you know what? I don't think these guys actually know what kind of trouble they get themselves into. I mean, it's like these guys just don't have the slightest idea on just how screwed they are when Sindar Dreth shows up. Oh. And of course we have that's a no. I don't like water. I've already established that in an older dungeon and oh look, we have a ghost. I'm just going to paralyze the ghost. Gonna have nothing usable. That's cool. Go ahead. Refill my mana. There we go. Now, of course, we're going to make sure there's nothing really special in this room. We're going to hug the walls so we can try and see into the next rooms. And as you can see, there is a bit of water over here. Not sure what's supposed to be tickling our fancy there, but no, let's make sure we can actually restore Mephilla's Spell Eater and Urzur's Mirror. I'm not even sure if our Urzur's Mirror is actually working. Like if our Urzur's Spell Eater is actually if our Mephilla's Spell Eater is actually what's contradicting it, you know, if that's what's going on. Boop. Yeah, I do like how the ghosts don't even realize how screwed they are. Like, seriously. I do enjoy me a good dungeon with spellcasters, you know. Spellcasting enemies are definitely my favorite. Speaking as a spellcaster with absorb mana as one of my specialties. Boop. And I just realized I can chase my own spell to actually try and recover mana while I do it. Like, that's actually cool. Like, if you have fast enough speed, you can just catch up and basically hit yourself. And check these doors, make sure we don't miss the next floor down, and oh look, a skeleton. And no, please tell me it's not true. Please, no, not again. No, the Mort family was just getting back together. They just found their long lost relatives, and no, they didn't. Mort the 7th, Mort the 8th. Oh God, Mort the 9th, Mort the 10th. No, they didn't get Mort the 11th and Mort the 12th. They did it. Those evil monk bastards did it. They tracked down the entire Mort family. Okay, this is no longer just about taking out Jagar Tharn. This is about getting revenge on Mort. The Mort family does not deserve this cruelty, this punishment, this danger. I mean, forgive me, Morts. I have not saved you, but I will avenge you. It is my word. I will avenge the Morts. Those who have slain Morts will know my punishment, my cruelty, my I need to repop Spell Eater, looks like. There we go. Well, now I'm back to absorbing spells. Let me rebuff while I'm here. Yep, come on. I like how he was about to actually get rid of all my mana. And then it was just like, oh yeah, I need to refill my mana. So yeah, thanks you for reminding me, Ghost. And of course, do seem to be in a bit of an interesting area. You know, that door does look like something different. Boop. Alright, and we have made it to the newer location, so of course we just need to head north here, and we should be able to see it ahead of us, so of course it's, oh, cheeky! Of course! So there is a hidden door here, so even if I'm going to censor those, because I do not like that, in this slide. Okay, so... why get away from me, you stupid Medusas. I hate the Medusa-type enemies, and why are there so many in here? Of course I would have to face them. Seriously. They should have an option where you don't need to face Medusas for, YouTube purposes. And of course, we're now here in the second floor. So now, oh dear, a riddle. Well, you know the rules, gotta give an honest answer, and then after 3 tries we'll cheat. The door is sealed tight, a question is carved above it. What answer do you give? What is the thing which comes in sheets, yet cannot be folded or gathered again? Hang on. What is the thing which comes in sheets, yet cannot be folded or gathered again? So it's a sheet of something you cannot fold or gather again after make a sheet. A sheet of clouds? Nothing happens. Okay. Fabric is something you can fold. But you know, sometimes the game doesn't like to go by its own logic with riddles. But hey, it was worth a shot. Okay, so what is the thing which comes in sheets, yet cannot be folded or gathered again? So it comes in sheets. Cannot be folded or gathered again after it's... Oh, man. Wind? Like, this is just nonsensical. Okay, tell you what. We will look up the answer now. Now that we gave it 3 tries. So, of course... Oh, Jesus, I already took a look at the second level. That's gonna be fun. Oh my god. Okay, well that makes sense. They seem so simple, yet they're so complicated and convoluted. The answer is rain. The door is now unlocked. We're gonna save. Because I don't think I'll remember that the answer is rain. A sheet of rain. Like, you know, it's a term not even that used that often, like sheet of rain. Like, I'm not sure if people use the term sheet of rain anymore. And that's mostly the like the big problem with these riddles. is when there's riddles that have answers that don't make sense some of the time. And of course, this here's going to be another labyrinthian area, because of course it is. You know, like this is going to be quite a difficult area, and of course, got trolls, which isn't a good sign. But alas, we got a loop. That's not a good sign either. Trolls regenerating. Why are there so many trolls in here? Like, seriously. What is with this wall? Why is this wall so different? Yeah, and look at that. That's just such a... That is such a scummy room. And of course, this here's... Oh god, I just scrolled up and there's so much to this area. So yeah, this is going to be one hell of a place. So yeah, tell you what. Just so I can save you all some time, because we're going to need to shorten how many episodes we pump out. So just so we can save some time, I'm at least going to look at the map so I can try and guesstimate where I need to go. I'm not gonna get past wall. You can avoid some monsters. Okay. So of course, if I look at Blackgate, there we go. So we're gonna look at the map. Of course, the second floor has just such a big room of nothing. Like, it literally just a large plan of just void, basically. That's weird. Just one corner is not usable. Really, there's only one room that looks like it could be anything? So from the looks of it, we're going to have to go ahead and follow the water north. And I guess just follow the water all the way there. Maybe see if that's the way. Because there's really only one section where the room would make sense, where the hammer would make sense being in. And it's literally just in the waterway, which is quite annoying. But hey, we can do this. We got the levitation, so all we have to do is find where the waterway is, and of course, there's so many dips. There's so many dips in the waterway where there's walls, and you know what? We're a magic user. We are a magic user in Arena. And Arena just so happens to be one of the best Elder Scrolls games for one hell of a good reason. We're going to cheese this. We are going to cheese the living crap out of this. And there is nothing any of these enemies in here can do about it. Because you know what? We are Sindar Drath. We are frickin' Sindar Drath. What are they going to do about it? They're going to perish when we find them. When they resist, when they fight back, when they tell me no. Because at the end of the day, I've had enough. I've had enough with these dungeons and their enemies. Because though I like the dungeons, at least in the beginning, they could start to get old with some of their shenanigans. Sometimes I just want to try and cheese them as much as possible. So I am sorry if this looks scummy, but it is what I'm going to do. It is what I have to do. And from the looks of it, I'm going to take a look at my reference here. So, what room have we made it to yet? This looks like the... We aren't even in the right section. We should be there. Okay. So we're supposed to be over here going up. So there's going to be a water maze. That's lovely. Isn't that just wonderful? There's a water maze we can deal with. With sections like this. Oh, Lord. So, of course, we're going to be using Chase a Boethia an awful lot. And you know what? I think I'm going to do a speed ahead because I'm starting to run out of commentary. So I will catch you all once I make it to the end of this river. Alright, screw this architecture. Whoever made Blackgate, they really do not like people. That's for dang sure. This place is evil and... What the? That was like holy sound. I wonder if that meant... Okay, that is strange. What's making that weird mystical aura? I wonder if that's the artifact I'm supposed to be looking for, if it's nearby. Of course, there is some items of good use in here. Don't see the hammer though. It's not lodged into someone's chest in here. But hey, we found this room. And we are, are you kidding me? We are quite close to the edge. And that was not the room. Well, this was the room I saw on the map that sure made me go, okay, well maybe that's the area with the hammer, you know? Of course, the only other place I could think of, well, there is another section over here, like 6 rooms over here. And I mean, there's a wraith over here. And a minotaur. So, you know, like, it would only make sense that there's a... What the heck did I find here? Okay, I'm going to drop a 2 save here, that's for dang sure. I found something. Not sure what I found. It looks like a missing no tablet. And why are there so many minotaurs in here? I just found a minotaur pit with a broken floorboard. And there's all these treasure rooms. None of these areas seem to host the hammer though. And of course it's the hammer we're looking for. And yeah, that room all the way up there. I am majorly disappointed that the hammer was not there. I was really hoping it was there. Oh well. I guess my guessing skills based off of looking at the map just wasn't good enough. This would be a good place to save up though. And I'm going to look stuff up again. I guess get back to y'all once I actually get a better idea on what I'm supposed to do. So see y'all in a sec. Alright, so I have found out what the answer is. Apparently it's in the southwest section, and you know what? I should have guessed by the black outlining of all the indestructible walls around the room, but I didn't exactly guess it because there's, just a three-way room there. So I didn't think that the item would be behind a three-way room. But it looks like we just wasted a bunch of time for basically nothing. So of course we can just backtrack and make our way all the way there. So this is going to be a quick speed ahead of us heading to the southwest section of the entire dungeon, going through our entire mess and just heading straight down through here. So catch y'all in a sec. Alright, we made it closer to the main entrance, so of course from here it's just going to be looking around, and from the looks of it there is quite a clear set path south, so we should be able to reach it mostly without needing to go by the waterways, so that's useful, that's good. And so we should be able to just make it there by going south like this, and we've reached a dead end. Okay, let's hang on. Looks like there might be a way over here. Looks like we have found ourselves the room. I do believe this is it. So of course, magically held lock. Now, you're supposed to have a key. Failure. So you're supposed to find a key, and I guess it is going to force us to find a key. So, of course, chase up Boethia. Oh, we can break one wall. And we're going to have an enemy on the other side who's going to try and kill us with all his wrath. Iron Golem. Ooh, that's terrifying. Especially don't like the whole fact that, ooh, Lord. I don't even know if it's dead or not. Don't like the fact that it's laggy over here. And now I'm paralyzed. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna need to cure myself. Make sure I have enough potions. And I'm going to make sure I'm nice and armored up. We're going to see if I can actually chase a Boethia out of here. We cannot. Okay, cool. So, wow, we're going to need to find a key, huh? And of course, now there's a golem. Magically held lock. And of course I cannot get through this lock at all. That sucks. Now I really want to get through this episode, so of course we're gonna have to find a key, and I guess we weren't close enough to an actual key, so of course we are going to drop a save here since we actually found the way. And yeah, I'm going to get back with y'all once I get the location of a key. Alright, so of course I just looked things up. We're going to need to go to 11591. I just found out how to, pull up coordinates like it's Minecraft. If you press F2, it actually pulls up a chord. So this door is the door at 9291, 92101, as you can see. And of course we need to go to basically 11552, I think. Let me double make sure, which, let's see here. So, ruby key, so we're at the ruby key door, and the ruby key is at 11521 in the northwest. So, of course, if we are to explore and press as we go, we can actually position. So, we're going to need to go to 11521, so that we should actually be able to reach there quite quickly, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. All we need to do is just make sure we, don't run into walls like this. That is quite an issue, but hey, we have a way to work around that. We actually cleared out a waterway, so we can just go to the water hole over here, and we can keep on trucking. So now let's make sure we get up to 21, which should be easy. Of course, we're just going to brute force our way through. Now we should be able to make our way. It looks like we found somewhere. We're definitely at definitely in the right generalized location. What did we do? Normal roll, severe. Normal roll, pixelation toggle. Oh lord. I'm not sure what that's doing, but hey, whatever. Alright, so we need to go northward more though. That's what it looks like. Of course we have I'm amused by this lock. Oh lord, we have a wraith. Do like how those guys used to be an issue. And of course it looks like we are past the mark this way, so all we need to do is just go that way. So really, if we just make our way to here, amused by this lock. Indeed I am, because we can just bash it down. And we just need to make our way to the westward, really. And these ghouls are going to drive me insane. No, look, we're walking now. May want to fly, though, because we still have water to deal with. Now, what are our coordinates? We just need to head south? That's what it looks like. Is there a room to the south of us? There is. Hang on, so that room I was looking at actually is much bigger than before. So if I were to just go through the door instead of just constantly eating walls, because you know what? I'm a little stuffed on walls at the moment. I don't want to keep eating walls. Insult to my bit. I like how it describes the locks in this game. Like it goes from, oh, you know, this lock, it has nothing to fear from you, to this is an insult of your abilities. Like, found the ruby key. Like, oh, this lock, like it's a lock level 1. Like, please, do you know children play this game? Alright, so of course it is time to make our way out of here, and of course head southward so we can make our way back to where we once came. And of course the way we gonna do that is by taking our little waterway that we have forged ourselves. I am glad we carved this way out now, because, you know, it would be a little more annoying to go through here. And you know, I do not cheese this entire dungeon, but you know what? I feel like it's just all I have to do. I feel like it's a lore explanation, you know, like we achieved Kim. We achieved Chim so long ago. It's not even funny. Like, there's literally no reason why we shouldn't be able to do this, you know? Like, we are powerful enough now. We definitely deserve it. And I feel like after this, I should probably go get an artifact like the Ogma Infinium or some crap like that, you know? Get some actual weaponry. Use the ruby key. We have made it into a shifty looking room with a fire daemon. Oh, that's dangerous looking. We're going to Armor of Mafala. Come on. No, you want to. Oh, he's shy now. He's shy. How adorable. He realizes he's screwed. He thinks I'm going to mercy him. Oh, that's adorable. He thinks I'm gonna show mercy just because he's going to shoot at me less. Oh, come on. Come on. Please do. Amuse me. Yeah, this fire demon is done screwed up now. Now he has fallen right into my trap. And there's nothing he can do to escape. His fate, he will now forever be a burning mass. And our fate, you have found the legendary hammer of Garin. Once it is united with its mate, the antful of Mythos in the palace at Evanhart, it will ring the location of the secret entrance to Dagothar. Oh boy. Looks like we're about to go say hello to Dagothar a few years early, which is, quite funny. Do enjoy that. The fact that you can actually go to Dagothar long before you get to see what Dagothar actually looks like. I mean, long before that. And of course, we walked into the wrong room. We're supposed to be at the entrance. So yeah, we are going to now head back, and of course, we're going to have to wrap this episode up. So of course, we're just going to head back to town and wrap things up there. So I'm going to do another speed ahead of me just making my way through this maze. So catch y'all on the other side. Alright, and we have made it back to the exit, so now all we have to do is go into Evanhart to finish things off. So yeah, we'll catch y'all in Evanhart, and this is where we want to end things. You have arrived in the city-state of Evanhart in Morwen Province. The date is Sunday 6th of the Frostfall. In the year 391, it took 5 days to reach your goal. You enter Evanhart, also known as the Black City. To the north of you, you can see the red-orange glow of Dagothar, the fire cone on the Black Isle. This city's rulers has a reputation of being extremely ruthless. And it's the middle of the day. Ain't that a beaut? But of course, this is running up a runtime quite a bit, so I do think that's going to be it for the rest of this episode. This has been your bro Frostbrew, and I do believe I'll catch you on the next one. Later!